League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
26 months. They're going to need some therapy after this. 26 months. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's complete. It's Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Play action now. Mariota. Campbell making the catch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Mariota. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just stopped right there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Check 53's right. You're not ready. You're not ready. Take your one.
They run with Hines. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cardinals 7, Colts nothing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. One. 53 to Mike. 53 is the mic. Got you.
To throw Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On third down, Mariota. Catch made here by Campbell. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Right there. 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check safety, check safety.
Fournette. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Check 53's Mike. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Escaping, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 27.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
At the 27-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Mike 58, right there. I'm trying to collect.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. One. 3. Orbit. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Here we go.
To throw is Mariota. And incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
53, Mike. Target.
Mariota now from the 50. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Solomon Thomas. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action. Mariota. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A gain there of 21 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This is Fournette. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check 24, check. Three. One.
Again, it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the 36, Mariota. And the catch made by Hilton. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Mariota. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fields. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Three. Go.
1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hey, watch the ball. 53. One.
Throwing is Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Single, slot.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Murray now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the 1st half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. One. Mike, 53, Mike. One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Where are they, team?
Now Fournette, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray, escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And from the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. 65.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They're going for it. It's Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.